Hey, if you've never been in a pro sports locker room, allow us to welcome you into some conversations. They're only suited for the locker room. High card? High card?
I know I didn't. No, I didn't. I showed you it wasn't jokers. Hey, pay up $500. 500 bucks.
Let me turn the music down and get to it.
Easy work. You ready for this? Easy work.
I win.
Bam. Nope.
Bam.
Nope.
Right,
What is that?
Certain conversations can only be had in the locker room. This one has to happen here. Deebo Samuel, all-star Pro Bowl player for the 49ers. He requested a trade. All-pro player for the 49ers has requested a trade and has been given permission to seek that trade. James Jones, the question is very, very, very simple. Are the Niners better off without Deebo?
Nope.
Hell no.
You're talking about a superstar player. You can say whatever we want about Deebo Samuel, not being super involved in the offense this last year, but he's been everything to Brock Purdy. He's been everything to Kyle Shanahan. You talk about a Swiss Army knife. You can put him at kick return, punt return, receiver, running back. He's the Swiss Army knife. And not only that, he's the tone setter. Physical, violent, when you talk about a skill position player. And last year, yes, didn't go as planned. You've seen the comments, not being super involved. But Deebo Samuel is a hell of a player. And I believe he does a lot of the things to make the game easier on Brock Purdy. I think he does a lot of the things to make it easier on Kyle Shanahan, the way he calls the game, because I don't have to read ball out to Deebo Samuel, and Deebo Samuel makes you right. Whenever you have an all-pro superstar player, I'm not going to say you're going to get better letting him walk. You got Brandon Ayuk coming off of ACL. Who know what he going to look like? So you telling me your best pass catcher is going to be an old George Kittle or a very young receiver that you drafted in Ricky Pearsall. So I'm not going to say the Niners offense is better losing Deebo Samuel. I think this is going to be a tough blow, and it's going to be tough to come back from with the Niners.
Has anybody here been to a Niners game?
Yes.
When's the last Niners game you've been to?
A couple years ago, I've been to the Niners, but Deebo was on the team balling.
Okay. When last time you been to a Niners game?
Played against him. That's it.
That's it? You've been to a Niners game lately?
Played against them.
That's it? So I had a chance to go to a Niners game last year in the playoffs, right? And first I'm going to answer your question, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say hell no. Right?
Okay.
It's not a good thing that Deebo's leaving the Niners. When I went to that game, I already knew how big he was. I mean, obviously, they're 60th and like 33 as far as when he's playing, and they're like 8 and 11 when he doesn't play. So they win when he's playing. Yeah. But when you go to the game and Deebo's balling, he changes the whole atmosphere, the whole team, the whole game, the whole stadium. He gets some runs, he runs a dude over, breaking tackles. Everybody's electrified. Not only on the offense, but on the defense. I watch the defense rally. You ever see a big hit on defense? The whole, oh my God, everybody's excited. It's the same way when Deebo runs the ball. And I think sometimes you get like too comfortable when you have so much success. Like the Niners are used to winning, right? They draft this guy, draft that guy. They got the last pick in the draft. They make him somehow a star. And you think you win with everybody. Defense is really, really good until it's not, right? And then if Deebo's not there, they're going to see the difference. Now I can't have a young, inexperienced quarterback that's not super talented, but he's good. I can't throw a little 2-yard freaking slant or 2-yard screen and go 70 yards. I can't do that no more. So, and my running back is getting older. McCaffrey's breaking down body-wise. Okay, you just talked about Ayuk coming off the knee injury. You play around if you want to, Kyle. I know, listen, and I think you're a great coach. You playing around like that. You go over there, the defense ain't gonna be what it was, because the real problem with the team was the defense. I sat next to Fred Warner at the honors, and we was talking about this. I said, yo, you know how I am. Hey, what happened, dog? He said, yo, our defense was bad. Yeah. So now, bad defense that you hope is going to change, and one of your most electrifying players, Deebo is probably, in my opinion, pound for pound, him or Michael Parsons is probably the best, the straight football players. There's football players in the league. You get rid of him, okay, you're going to see a difference.
Yeah, I actually like it. I actually like that they're getting rid of Deebo. I think the 49ers are right, and they're better off without Deebo for a couple reasons. One, I'm going to put on my GM hat. No, just listen.
We listen.
No, just listen. Like, it has nothing to do with the type of player that Deebo is. Is he declining? Yeah, but is he all the way declining? No, he's still got 2 or 3 more good years in him. He's a jack of all trades. You're paying a jack of all trades $19.5 million. It only gets 12% of the offensive touches. They don't make sense to me money-wise. Go fix that defense. Go spend that $19.5 million somewhere else. Look, it's the worst kept secret around the NFL. They've been trying to trade Deebo for 2 years.
We all know
so there's a reason, not necessarily the type of player he is or what he is on or off. Like, they feel like they can win. So in this situation, I'm going to trust Kyle Shanahan to figure it out. There's a reason they took Ricky Pearsall in the first or second round, right? There's a reason why Jawan Jennings is the best number 3, who will now move to number 2 in all of football. CMC, Kittle had his best year this year. You call him old, that's great. There's just one football, and you guys know it can only go around to so many different people. So not only from a monetary standpoint, I think actually Deebo's better off somewhere else too. So it's yes for both sides. I'm actually glad Deebo's looking, like, go to Denver. Go to Sean Payton. You got to have an offensive mind that can use you in situations where you want to be used, and give him more than 12% of the touches, because he needs the ball in his hands. Exactly what you said. He's a trendsetter. He is a guy that can do anything. He can run it out of the backfield. He can run screens to the house. He can go deep. He can do all that stuff. I just think right now it's better off that they both go their separate ways. It's been going for 24 months now.
Can I ask you a quick question before you go? Do you trust Brock Purdy to just go in there and just get it done with whoever?
No.
That's my problem. We keep talking about the Debos and the other positions. What about your quarterback? Because you don't feel confident paying him $60 million. Nobody does. I talked to some of his teammates. They like 60's a lot. So now we get a super great weapon, and we trade him away, whatever you do, and now you want little tiny Brock Purdy to go out there and just get it done?
The kicker for me, though, is, are y'all talking about the Deebo that currently exists or the Deebo that used to exist?
2021.
Because I don't know if they're the same person. Are the Niners better off without Deebo? Absolutely not. They're not better off without 2021 Deebo. They are better off without 2024 Deebo. What Deebo are you getting? You can't talk about the Deebo you wish you had. You have to talk about the Deebo that currently exists. I don't know which Deebo exists. I want the Deebo that was confident. I don't want the Deebo that was cocky. I want the Deebo that was still hungry to go out there and get it. I don't want the overinflated sense of self Deebo. That's the Deebo I want. I don't want the Deebo that's taking to social media saying, yo, I'm still balling, they just not getting me the ball, who's playing in his teammates, then deleting the tweets weeks later. I don't want the Deebo that's gonna drop a pass in week 11, but in week 10 is gonna punch a long snapper because his kicker missed the kick. So which Deebo are you talking about? 2021 Deebo? Absolute dog. One of the best players I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Football players, not wide receivers, not run. One of the best football players I've ever seen. Everything Shady said is right. Deebo gets the crowd going. From before they even step on the field. When he in the locker room walking out the tunnel, Deebo gets his teammates going. Then when he on the field, Deebo gets the crowd going. But what Deebo are we talking about? 2021, Deebo had 14 touchdowns. Last year, Deebo had 4 touchdowns. I'm not blaming it all on Deebo, but what I will not do is act like the 2021 Deebo and the 2024 Deebo are the same player nor the same person as it pertains to how they act.
And it's the National Football League, so every year you're not going to be all pro. Every year you're not going to ball out like that. You know what I mean? But we talk about 12% of the snaps and all that. How about the presence? How about the presence of Deebo Samuel on the football field? Because it's a lot of formations that Kyle Shanahan got on that list that are gone because Deebo is not there.
Not no blessing.
Hold on real quick. And then there ain't no Deebo in the draft. Deebos are not walking. Ricky Pearsall's, Brandon Ayuk, those is walking into the drafts every single year. Deebo Samuels are not walking into the draft. He's a different type football player. You are talking about the presence off the field. When Deebo breaks the huddle, you got to know where he's at.
Let's be
honest,
that
helps
though,
Brock
Jay.
Purdy.
If Deebo Samuel's playing for a different coach who's not going to go out of their way to structure the offense around Deebo, we would not know of Deebo. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Deebo would kill us. Remember, Mike McDaniel and Kyle Shanahan, they strategically designed the offense around Deebo. Not every offensive coordinator is that genius, but also because they have to have the foresight,
So you're telling me an offensive coordinator or a team that go against Deebo Samuel right now are not going to know what positions to put him in? That would be crazy for any offensive coordinator.
What I'm suggesting is I don't think every coach is intelligent enough to utilize Deebo like Shanahan.
Let me ask you this, though. So wait, as a coordinator, though, it's your job to put your players in the best situation to win.
Correct. But you said not everybody's good. You know that better than I know that.
Well, no. With Deebo, he's not for this conversation because he's really, really good.
For sure.
What I'm saying is, I don't care who the wide receiver is, who the running back is. Everybody has their own skill set, right? Okay, let's use a running back. Jahmyr Gibbs, superstar player. But if you see the way they use him, that's for his specialty, though. Get him on the outside, get him in matchups.
Ben Johnson.
But what I'm saying, I can name you mad players that's not with the best, I guess, most genius coaches. But what I'm saying is that no matter who the coach is, who the team is, we got to find ways to get this kid the ball, right? And it's like, you got to match them to what they best at. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, I don't want to use myself, but I could play any scheme. But the better schemes is the ones that going to get me one-on-one with cornerbacks, with safeties. Because I'm going to make it.
They got bigger issues, though.
What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.